Hi you guys, so I am excited to share with you guys that I joined Annie's Kit Club with two of their different kits, and I am so excited to show you guys what I got in my first boxes from them. Okay, so I got the Creative Quilters Box, and then I couldn't wait to get started on it, so it is already opened. But I also decided to do the Annie's Knit Afghan Block of the Month Club. So this is the one that I'm going to show you first, since I already, as you can see, got started with it. So when you first join this particular club, you're going to get this package that has your knit stitch guide in it. And it also comes with some of the things you need to complete each of the 3 blocks you get each month. So as you can see, this shows you, it's kind of a guide to knitting. It'll help you if you haven't knit in a while. It just gives you a lot of information about how to knit, what the different stitches mean, just a ton of helpful information. So I'm going to keep this on hand just in case any questions come up, but also you get your needles that you will use in the knitting of your blocks. These are 5mm round needles. You also get some stitch counter markers, a tapestry needle, and I'm actually not even sure what this is, but I'm sure I'm gonna need it at some point. I do knit, but I've never actually used that tool before, so I don't know what it is yet, but obviously I'm gonna need it, right? So the stitch guide, and then this is what I'm assuming you're gonna get each additional month going forward. So you have your guide to the blocks that you're going to be knitting that month. So since I just got it, these are for blocks 1 to 3. And what I like is if you flip to the back, it shows you where they will be on the finished Afghan. So I'm going to keep a hand on this. So I went ahead and just started with block 1. It tells you the skill level, the measurements, the gauge, and all the instructions for it. So this one was pretty easy. I started it last night and finished it this morning. It didn't take me much time at all. You just work in garter stitch and knit each row after you cast on 40. So super, super simple block, great for starting out with. I had a lot of fun doing it because I could just easily knit it out while watching TV. So then it shows you the other 2 blocks there. Again, skill level beginner, super easy for the first box. And like it does tell you on here, you may have leftover yarn after completing all 3 blocks. Save the leftover yarn for assembling the finished Afghan. As you can see from the size the yarn was, I may be able to get all 3 out of just one ball of this yarn. And the yarn, you guys, is beautiful. It is so, so soft. So I'm super excited for how this will turn out. So I wanted to show you, since I also quilt, I actually have a 9.5 inch cutting ruler for my quilting. So I actually used that to guide for the block, and it made it really, really, really easy to test out how my knitting is going. So just if you have one, keep that in mind. I had one that happened to be 9.5. Or in the future, if I'm ever going to do something like this again, I'm going to cut out a block out of like cardstock or something like that, because super helpful. So all in all, I think this is going to be a lot of fun because this kit only comes out to about $25 a month. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You can see all the different patterns I'll get to try out doing. So yeah, a lot of fun. So it's about $25 after shipping, because it's 19 something for the actual kit, and then add on shipping and tax, about $25. So let's look at what I got in the Creative Quilters Fabric Club. So I can't really speak for how easy using the fabric is or anything like that because I haven't started that, but I'll just tell you my thoughts on what I see. This one also came with a basic stitching guide, how-to guide of quilting. So I'm going to look through that and see what information it has in here. I kind of just do my own thing with quilting a lot, and I've started watching YouTube videos to get better at it. And definitely the videos have been really helpful. So I may take a look at this and see if there's anything that I don't already incorporate into my quilting. I think this information looks to be really helpful on piecing the back of quilts and how to put your fabric together for that. So I'm definitely going to keep this on hand and see how helpful it is. And then it does show you that there's a free video to learn how to make this from start to finish. So I may check that as well. Now, this gets into what the actual project is for the fabric that I got. So it says it's Tonga Spade. It says who it's by. And then it gives all the information for putting together this quilted pillow. So it says the skill level is intermediate. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe just some of the piecing might be a little bit more difficult, but it tells you everything you need, what the finished side will be. And then it does give you information on how to actually cut out all the pieces. So when I looked at that first, I was like, wow, you might have a lot of fabric left over, which might be fun for keeping. And combining with other fabric you get and accumulate. So I think that could be a lot of fun as well to put the different fabrics together. So it all just goes through and shows how to piece this together and things like that. So it looks like it should be a quick, fairly quick project. So just a look at the fabrics. I think most of them it showed were basically fat quarters. Yeah, so they're all fat quarters. I think the colors are really beautiful, and it looks like they do go together really nicely. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. The only thing is that I don't know how it will go with my decor when I'm finished, because these colors aren't really what I have in the house, but I think it'll still be fun to do. So these are the colors that came in this one. I think they're a lot of fun. It wouldn't be something that I would pick out on my own, but I'm definitely excited to see how it comes together with the different patterns and everything, because I think it's really helpful to see that and see how it comes all together to give you better ideas in the future for how you want to combine your fabrics for your own quilt, because sometimes I think you overlook pairing together different patterns in a quilt and you kind of stick to the same thing in the same color scheme, when in actuality it can really look really beautiful if you think outside of the box. So I am excited to see how this comes together. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have joined any of the Annie's Kit Clubs or are thinking about it, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll keep you guys updated on how these projects come together. So I'm really excited for both of them, but especially this Afghan, because this yarn is so soft. I think it's going to be really hard to wait for the next blocks, since I know I'm going to be able to piece these together really quickly because I've been knitting a while. So yeah, so you guys, thanks for watching. Take care. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a like, and check out some of the new craft ideas and things that I have to come. Bye.